Give it a moment. My friends, my people, my family. Shit. Alright, my friends. Get it going. Got messed up on the intro, but 5, 4, 3, 2. Where's my screen? Transition. Alright. Sorry, it's been a few days. This weekend I didn't really see anything I really wanted to take part in. And plus, it's my friend's birthday this weekend, Sunday. Well, Saturday, and obviously Sunday, wake up not feeling too hot. But anyways, we're back. So let's go over BTC. I don't know why this keeps happening. This is weird. These random time frames keep popping up. So we're going to 4 hours. This is what I'm thinking is going to happen on BTC here. Two things here. This vertical line depicts a time frame where if we make a high before it, it means there's a chance this low can be violated, but that's for higher time frame talk. All for now I'm caring about that. In this current trend, I really think there's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a 5-wave impulse. I'm trying to get in on this. 2 trades. I'm trying to get in on this one and this one. Right? This is a sell. It'd probably be safer to wait to get entry once it does this and retest that level here, which is this. But the idea is to short the end of this move after it's confirmed, right? Same thing with the idea is as long as this move when it's confirmed. Looking at the 4 hour, we have some hidden divergence here, right? See that? 0, 1, 2. If we could get some 4 hour closes above the daily open here at this, just one single 4 hour close above 40,475, I think this is gonna quickly seek the range high over here. I'm talking about at 42,500, basically 42,600, right? 42.6 is the line, the level I'll be watching. 42.6. Not too big, right? But that little area there for the S&P level. I know our stochastic's pretty taut, but we're still in a gray area. We're not breaking out of the gray area. Whenever you're in the gray area, it tends to be very bearish or very bullish. And you see when it was down here, it was momentum continued down. That's why you have to have a divergence to confirm an entry. You can't just trust this by itself. You can't. You have to have RSI to give you a divergence to aid this, and or a structure, price structure, and or order blocks, something else that tells you that, hey, this bottom out has your support there and it's time to move up, rather than just purely going off this, because this is just going up is purely is not very helpful, and I found that out a long time ago. So looking at the hourly here, that's what I'm thinking is going to happen. For some reason, I'm thinking this is going to happen. If we start trading below 38,580, I'll be immediately bearish. But for now, on BTC, I'm not in a trade. For now, on BTC, for me to be willing to take a trade is either get the 4 hour close, and I'll find entry on 1 hour, 13 minute time frame area, and or fulfill this idea I have here where we're going to test the lower side, and this will be a buy as long as we hold these levels. Do we have any levels today yet? Let's check here. Nope. Okay. And NYCOB is bullish today. Why? We broke the high first, but we retraced pretty low. But anywhere between the 0.5 to this level here is your OTE, looking for entry. Right? But you don't do that until you get a bottom out stochastic within the RSI or something like that. I'm not really seeing a divergence. That's why I'm thinking maybe if we test this here, I'll be 100% willing to buy as a risky entry, because any low or top end entry is always a unconfirmed entry is always risky, because you don't know that entry is exactly going to fulfill in the future. So what I mean is that if I enter here, it's risky because I don't know if this idea is going to be true. This does poise for the best opportunity in terms of risk and reward, but it does poise for the least opportunity in terms of confirming a good trade. Does that make sense? So I'll probably, when this happens, I will probably enter here though. Knowing, where I'm wrong here, really here, around here. Knowing that time makes sense to make a low in this box here, based on this time here, right? And so this low, it came right into the area where I was like, man, right at the beginning of the box. So I'm not really running away with this, that we're moving up entirely. I want it to be proven to me. Get that far close, prove it to me, right? Prove it to me. But for now, I'm thinking this is going to happen. And I'm not willing to short this really, because it's in the middle of this little intraday range. I don't like shorting intraday ranges like that really. Let's have like a higher time frame, like wave count or something like that, saying like this is 4 here and this is 5, and I'm like, okay, maybe this is 1, 2, and it's going down like that. But I don't think that's going to happen here. Right? I'll go partial here. Once this is confirmed with a pop-up like that, I'll enter the rest here. Or if the 4 hour closes above that level stated, I'll enter it as well. And I'm targeting this area right here. Okay? So, okay, let's erase all this. Also, let me pop up the chat box. Sorry for the chat box not being popped open right now. Totally kind of forgot about that. Is my voice right? Okay, my voice is good too. Okay, everything's going good. Whew. It's hot as hell over here in Arizona. And we're on fire right now. My hometown's on fire, which is crazy. Kind of super sad. Bear with me. Delete all this shit. Nope, I don't want to delete that one. General ideas. Okay. The hourly is so primed for a move up though. It's fucking. This is what we look for a move up. We're primed for a move up. Last time we're in. This was like a little divergence here. Do we have a divergence? An hourly. Yeah. Can be seen both ways. That's why I'm more willing to have that confirmation. All right. So let's go down to ETH. Well, we can look at momentum real quick, but I'm pretty positive OG Chevy's still bullish. Yep. We're still bullish on momentum. We haven't had a sell yet. So the easiest way to go off this basis, so our idea is that we're going to come down and go up. If we already go to make a sell, if we already would come down like this, it will go to a sell. But as soon as it moves back up and it regains its level here, OG Chevy will go back to a long, and that will be an easy confirmation, like super easy confirmation, that this idea that we're going to come test like between 43,000 to 40, maybe 46 or 45,000. That's easy confirmation, right? Right. ETH. Yeah, if I think if the 4 hour closes above the daily, what was it? Oh shit, it's ETH. It wasn't. So this level here. The reason I say that is because this is an order block. This is a divergence that we're seeing. 0, the high, 2, 0, 1, 2. So we know that the order block that we must gain and take out is in here somewhere. The bearish order block is in here somewhere, and it's this one, I think. And so this bearish order block is right here, which also lines up very well with this daily open right here. So I think if we could just close above the daily open and this order block that is trying to cancel out this hidden bullish divergence we're seeing, I think that'll quickly open up the gates for the hourly to expand very quickly, and you'd probably just get two really quick pump candles like this. You get like this one going like this, closing, closing nice like that, and then you probably get like another one. That's even better like that. And then this will probably wick and do something weird like that, and you'll probably have a wick or whatever. But initially it'll pump hard, and you'll probably find a wick. Whatever. Not to scale, but you know what I mean, right? Not to scale, but you know what I mean, right? And then, yeah. But that's what I mean. So watch that daily open level. That's a strong confluence with that order block there. But we can't just go off anything. We're in the middle of kind of nowhere, where I think we have a higher chance of taking out maybe these stops here, and then springing up and making this move I want to be on. I don't care about this little drop here. It didn't really make sense for me to trade this little thing here. Yes, sure, it's like a good little scalp or whatever, but not really in for those. Trying to get these good swings like this is like 5 to 8 hour swings, or like 12-hour swings, or maybe even sometimes like 48 hour to 24-hour swings, right? Scalping's fun and all, but I don't know, I've been making way more money doing these things. So, yeah, back to ETH. Sorry. Same thing with ETH. This was a crazy diagonal that formed here. So you had 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the ending diagonal went 5 here of 3. Then you had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. Quite often you retrace the wave 4 to a lesser degree. This is a wave 4 to a lesser degree. Here's the most prominent order block of wave 4. It bounced off this little level here, which I got a partial in, but nothing confirmed here. On ETH, ETH is the only thing I have a small trade in. I took a loss today, guys. Initially, it was a good trade. I set my stop up to just above entry, and so when this retraced while I was out and about today, I took it was very minimal because I put my stop above entry. And so it was 0 risk trading at that point, so it's like $1 I lost. But I still lost that trade. So the trade I posted this morning where I bought that low, moved up, I set my stop somewhere in here. This retrace like that. I got stopped out. No risk, no reward, no harm down. So that's whatever. I rebought that low because it tapped my order block that I had listed there. And I'm in a partial right now on ETH. If we could regain a daily open, I'm gonna definitely add to it. If we did regain a daily high, I'll add to it again. Break that, I'll add to it again. And then where I'm targeting this order block right here for the top of this order block for an exit. And then beyond that, I have no idea what's gonna happen. I'll probably look for a short as well in that area to hedge against any future possibilities. Let's draw the exact level I'm talking about, which is the top of that order block, and I want to make it solid. So 2,730 is what I'm looking for. If this is true, unconfirmed yet, I'm in a partial. Stop at basically this low. If it dips again, I'll only long if it hits this. If it dips in this middle and it springs back up, I'm gonna have to use some other type of lower time frame momentum strategy that I've been talking to you guys about. It's very easy, OG Chevy plus this. That's it. Then I'll use that to find an entry. But for now, stop roughly here. I'm not gonna tell you the exact level in this little area here, below 70. You guys should know my rules by now. If you guys follow me, you guys should know my rules. My stop's always gonna be below the 78% level of that whatever move that I got in on. So this is the move I'm assuming is starting a new trend to the upside. So my stop's always going to be below the 78 to the 100% level of that move. But I really don't know what's going to happen on ETH, man. ETH is very weird. This, honestly, this is very complex on both these coins. Having a 5-wave impulse would make things a lot more clear if we get this, because that means we could only have there's only a few things that could happen at this point. 1, this is terminal. This is the end, and we go down, and we break that low. 2, it's the start of it at a bare minimum, a 3-wave drive, and at a maximum, a 5-wave drive. That's all we know if we get this 5th and final wave, which I really am praying for. It'll add some clarity. It'll give us some sense of direction and throw out a lot of things and make it so we could just pinpoint on just a few very valid counts and trade the most valid one until that one's invalidated. For now, we just have to keep trusting these lower time frames and sway us, which they've been doing pretty well with. But so far, on a higher time frame, I don't really know exactly. But if we get this 5th and final wave, you guys know exactly what could happen. 1, we could break it. It's terminal. It's terminal, being a C wave, or it can't be a wave 5, so it has to be a C wave. So it's either going to be a C wave, a terminal C wave, which, when you look at the structure, this looks like a flat. So you cannot discredit and discount that, right? But I'm praying we get this. We'll see. Time will tell. Same thing with ETH. If we get that, that means there's only a few things that can happen here, right? Only a few things that can happen here. This is either terminal, which I had someone in our group in Elevate throw out a really, really good count, which I liked, which made sense because he taught me to look at some other alts, and some other alts look very similar in terms of structure. He's like, what if this is like a little flat in the middle? Like, that does look like a little flat. But it's rather large in terms of all of this is going on. Like the only thing I would assume like is W, X, Y, or A, B, C, right? Because saying this is A, B, C, or W, X, Y doesn't make sense. This is taking way too much time and way too much complexity in terms of this initial move to the downside to say that if you're saying from this high to this point here is of that degree does not make sense. Too much happening here. So only a few things could be come out of this. But it's basically the same thing as Bitcoin. You get this fifth and final wave, we have a lot more clarity on things. We have more rules to go off of. We know that we most likely want to short this fifth and final wave, and then use it as a hedge to protect us on anything. And then we know if we break that 78% level of whatever that initial impulse is, it's most likely going to come all the way down and break that low, right? For ETH 2 though, the hourly is primed for a move up. This is my go-to time frame. You can look for entries and trade ideas. We do have some hidden divergences and stuff like that on ETH, but not as strong as. That's kind of far, honestly. We don't have any hidden divergence on the 1 hour. On the 4 hour, we do, but we must maintain closes above this level here. Nope. Same thing with ETH. Bitcoin with ETH 0. We got 1. We got 2. We know that the price level we need to get above is in this area, which I'm going to say again is going to line up with that daily open. That order block right there. Alright. So big test here. I was looking at this structure in the lower time frame. Like, is this a little impulse here? We'll see. If we go below 25.38, then this will probably be wrong. We're going to break this low here. Okay. Let's go to XRP. I'm already in like 30%. Haven't looked at XRP in quite some time. We never got above here, so we never got to long. We just can't go lower. Anyways. Trigger never met. Delete all this stuff. It's been a very long time. When I look at this coin though, it matches what I was talking to you about on a previous coin that for some reason this looks like a weird flat there. This looks like it's 5 waves. XRP looks really bearish. I might actually want to short XRP. Three waves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is a clear. Holy crap! That is. Jeez. Wow. Well, XRP is on a short side, so as soon as this OG Chevy's, which is probably already short, I'm honestly going to open up a small short on XRP because of this. If this move here would have broken to low, I would have been less likely to do this. So if this would have broken that low, I would have not done this because it could be just a little. This could have been the move here. It could have been 1, 2, and move up like that. But since this move here, from this high to this low, what's held within this move here, that raises my eyebrows. Like, man, hey, maybe this is a little ABC here. Which which is bearish, which would be bearish, right? Bearish momentum. We gotta sell. This is negative momentum. The hourlies. At this point, you're not looking for stochastic. You're just trusting momentum to try to carry on. Your stochastic will get you in and stuff like that, but it won't carry you into the trade. You gotta trust momentum to carry you in and out of trades. But this looks really good, guys and girls. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. This looks really freaking good. The best way is enter a partial now. Have an alert for the 786. As soon as that breaks, start looking to start market selling. Because that, in my opinion, really confirms that we're going down. And your stop would be in this area. It depends on what's your risk limit. Anywhere in this area, with my favorite area for a stop being right in here. But yeah, this is kind of weird. 3, 3, 5. That's a flat. I could be misinterpreting things, which is possible, but I gotta trust myself. That 4 hour is breaking bearishly. See this? No confirmation until we break the dotted bands, but look at this divergence that formed here on that high, on that spike there too. That's a pretty nasty divergence there. Breaking underneath there. If the 4 hour goes into sell, which I think is going to go to sell after, it will be a giant red dildo. It's like that. It'll be too late. But I'm thinking A, B, C. Let's go like this. Which will match up with this idea here. That after we make this high, if we do, it'll be a sell. We'll come back lower, probably break those lows, probably break that low. This will be a buy, and it'll probably rally up like this for us to see what like that. Delete these now, though. Delete that. Well, at that point, you're really stretching time. Like, really stretching time. Wow, look at that. 4 times the times right here. So it'll work for a B wave. Not a bad count. For BTC, that would mean that most likely it'll be my larger idea, where for some reason I think that this low here is the major low, like a truncation or something like this. It's like a triangle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 truncation, and I think this is 1, or not 1, A, B, and then we're gonna have a C. But it's pervious and important we get on that hedge just in case we're wrong. Because if we're wrong, that'll be a great trade to hold on to, right? But alright, guys and girls, that's essentially it. You guys know my game plan. What I'm looking forward to. It's looking less like it's gonna happen. I'm probably, again, it's looking like it's gonna happen to break this low. Watching for 2,474 reaction. If we don't react there, this is most likely wrong, and this is probably already done. And we can most likely look for this to break the low. Okay. BTC, I prefer this structure to happen. Come down here, test this low, rally up, and then we'll go from there. Yeah, I noticed that. So most likely it's going to do that, what I said right here, and test that lower side, like this, and watch, this is going to be watching for a reaction. If we cannot, if we go and break 38,914, and we stay below it, this idea is wrong. If we could hit that level and bounce bullishly, we know that's a good buy to get back in and target these highs. Okay? For now, I'm 100% on this idea that BTC is going to test its lower side. Beyond that, I don't know. This is not really a trade for me, though, so I can't take that. Same thing with ease. Be very mindful of levels that we're watching for. Alright? But let me know if you have any questions or concerns in the next 3 minutes or so. I'm going to work to get out to here. Probably post some charts. I'm going to get exits. That's a little ETH long I had because I'm pretty positive it's going to break that low. And it's for a measly $10. I was up like 100, but that retrace obviously took it all. Watching for this area for reaction. We'll see. Okay, guys. How to confirm the bounce? Easy. Mark your level. We'll mark our level. Okay, we're studying on a 1 hour. Go to your 13-minute or a 15-minute and watch for your OG Chevy to flip back bullishly. So right now you see we're completely negative. We're a sell and red. So if this can come down here and then come back up like this and turn blue and into a buy, we know that most likely it's going to stay this way. So you'd be waiting for this time frame or the 15-minute time frame to flip for you. Because right now we're fully bearish, so if we're going to be wrong, this will stay bearish. If we're right, this will come bearish, come back up, flip bullishly, and we can get back in with confidence in there. I'm willing to risk an entry here, like a partial, like 20-30%, but I'm not willing to risk my entire trading lot size here because that's unconfirmed. It's an unconfirmed idea. And you don't want to trade on unconfirmed ideas. Not fully. You want to really get confirmation, find confirmation. Best way is OG Chevy. Right. Essentially it. Seems to not have any more questions or concerns being asked, so I am going to get out of here. Appreciate y'all tuning in. We try to make these weekday ones quick and snappy and concise and right to the point of what we're trying to do. We're trying to make some money here, trying to find an entry. One could have argued that could have been a short entry, but I just didn't like it there. Yeah, my stochastic's gone. Yeah, the reason why I didn't want to short this because like this was on a completely bear side. I was like, man, I can't be doing that. So I'd rather wait for this, confirm here, go long, and have this spring me to the upside, right? All right, guys and girls. Seeing I don't have any more questions flooding, I'm going to go ahead and get the hell out of here. If you guys found this insightful, helpful, any type of thing like that, please drop a comment. Tell me what you like, tell me what you hate, tell me what you want more of, and I'll be sure to check on those and make this experience better and more, it's better for all of us, right? So, with that, thank you all for tuning in. It's been a pleasure. So, your boy, Satoshi Motherfucking Heavy. Signing out. You can catch me again this coming up Thursday at about the same time. Alright? My teammates, my group, tomorrow, AMA session. We get it popping. And then, what else? I think that's it. Alright? So, everyone else, catch you on Thursday, right? Around the same time. We get it popping for NYC close. For now, looking for those entries. You guys heard my reasoning, my idea, and stuff like that, what I'm looking for to find entry, etc., etc. for my group, I will post these charts. All right. Thank you all for tuning in. Until next time. Peace the fuck out.